two dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Here's Watson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Richmond.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on second is Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson. This is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Houston. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken at the 15. His way through contact. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Get up! Gun. 39.
Coleman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
20.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Tiger.
Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes for a gain of 31. Now a first down throw. Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Watson, they shakes it off. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Again, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Buying time to his left. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hey, express! Hey, 25!
Now Ryan on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Sc0rp10nK1ng305's with a grab over the middle. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Reset. Hey.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Target. Come back. Target.
On first down, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Green the line.
To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Ryan. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. If they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Richmond. Tiger.
From the end zone, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, he just...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black 22.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Richmond. Come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the 37. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at it 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at... He's got a man! Complete! A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Able to fight through one tackle. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Down. Black 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again is Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he fends him off. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. Uses the spin. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And now running right through it. A good pickup there, 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a first down throw, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson now to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Reset.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Richmond.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. To throw is Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a